we gon' leave it all on the floor, Joe. Yo, it's the biggest voice on the low. We on the floor with the Cho. Hey, man, say, y'all see him. He got the plug from the streets to the industry. Mr. Shamar Atlas in the What's up with it, man?
What it do, man? How
Man, what's up? You alright?
Man, chilling.
Man, you finally came blessed the flow, bro.
Man, bro, you persistent, but at the same time, bro, I applaud your growth,
really?
man. Like, for real, you been doing your thing, for sure.
I appreciate it, big dog.
Nah, you doing it.
Already. But for the folks don't know about you, man, tell them about yourself, where you from, how you come here.
Man, I'm from Oak Cliff, for real.
Right.
Overton, Utah, man.
Really?
But nah, you know, by way, I had a very diverse life, you know what I'm saying? Oak Cliff, you know, then graduated from Carrollton and just been all over the world. But nah, for the most part, I'm just, you know, I'm Dallas, Texas all the way live. Yeah,
right.
all the way.
What you was growing up doing as an O-Block baby, man? What you was on, bro?
Man, bro, you know, I was really like a mama's boy, kind of low key. You know, I was always the good kid, but I was around so much bad shit though. Like, I'm gonna be gangster. Like my brothers and sisters, they kept me protected to where it's like, oh, that's Lil D brother, that's Tory little brother. So I really ain't never have to like be involved with a lot of like shit, but I was around it though. And then for me, I looked up to the street niggas enough to see the flashy shit and all the shit they had enough to say, I gotta get that. But I wasn't built for no street shit.
Wasn't built for no street shit. Was you in the sports? Was you always
nah, bro, I was in the music for real. I mean, just like listening to music. Like I grew up, you know, in the Tupac era. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm a 80s baby, so in that space, you know, that's the golden era for myself to where, you know, like I'm buying CDs, and when I'm listening to the producers, that's when I found out about music production, because I thought I was gonna be a music producer. For sure. Cause I used to love the sounds and shit. So for there, like I'll buy the book, the CDs, and I look at the back of the book to see who produced it. Like I was just really like studying the business from an engineering, production, what studios niggas was at. Yeah. Just that kind of formula enough to just love the behind the scenes. I never wanted to be a rapper, like never. But at the same time, like I knew I was gonna be who I am in this right now. That's hard though. So you was making the beats? Was you on that type of time? Yeah. So my brother and them used to rap. So I used to always go to the studio with them, and it was an older dude named Zaire who used to always just produce. And he was so cold on that motif. You know, this was before like all the Reasons and the Fruity Loops and all that. So he was making them on the board. And so I used to always just look. And then I think YouTube started to come around when I was, you know, growing up, to where I'll go on YouTube and just learn how to start playing. And then from there I got my first software, which was Cubase, right? Start playing around with that. And I just started growing out with that. And I was like, when I graduated high school, I was like, man, let me put myself in a position to just go to audio engineering school. Oh, that's hard. So I ain't go to college. I went to just a trade school, right, for audio engineering. So I learned a lot of stuff, and then from that place, it just, you know, took on from there. Like I just really dove myself into the business to really be like, man, let me start going to music conferences. Let me start going to school. Let me start networking. Let me help this person pass out flyers. You know, just start really you was for real. I just dove all the way into it. I think that's why, you know, I'm reaping the benefits I'm reaping now, because I really am a student of this shit. Like, nah, for real. And I love it. That man say he went to college, y'all. Now, a lot of y'all ain't going to no industry college, and, you know, they're not doing it. Like, you the first person I heard to actually say y'all went to college for this shit. What school did you go to? So like Quad C was a community college. They had like an audio engineering course. And it was like four courses, whatever. So for me, it's just like, that was straight to the point. Like, I ain't like the 4-year college aspect of shit. Like, it was boring to me. So, you know, I wanted to get straight to the business, because I had a sense of business already. And I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I knew I need to learn the language, like EQ, compression, and all that kind of stuff, a MIDI controller. Like, I just need to know, you know, what I'm doing enough to perfect it. And, now we're here. And I salute you, man. You're business savvy, bro. You most definitely a hustling entrepreneur. So what is one of the biggest things you learned from going to school, and what is like one of the key things you could take and say that you applied to your life and how? I mean, going to school, it was cool to be around other people that's doing the same thing you're doing, because like at that time, one of the producers that I was in the room with, well, first off, my instructor, he was a producer who did like Wishbone, right? The intro to Wishbone. But at the same time, it was an artist that blew up real big, like in 2006, 7. His name was Somo, Joseph Somo. So that's how I met them. in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like being around them at school. So it just really was like that taught me my first thing of networking, how important networking was. Being around everybody who around the same stuff, the same passions, and just that was like the biggest thing for me. I took away like really like you really gotta get out here and network, bro.
Most definitely. Yeah. And you say you started like as a street team too. You help.
Yeah. So it was a dude named Mike Moosewing. I guess when the road was first coming out, he was really managing the road back then, and so they needed people to pass out flyers and stuff. I would do that enough to get into the conferences for free. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna lend my ability to just be young and let me pass out some flyers enough to get in the rooms with people so I can make those introductions to myself to say like, hey, I do this or I want to do this. Let me be around it. You know what I'm saying? First hand learner. But I would extend myself to the street team, to where it kind of allowed me to get access to stuff for free. Like Texas Music Conference was something he used to do that was real big, and in that space, I used to like I was real skinny back then though, so like I would model for the conference with one of the fashion designers enough to just that's the way I got in the show for free. So passing flyers out, that's how I got into the shows for free. And so from there, but it was always a plan with that. It was like, let me get in the shows for free for the access enough to network into the position I wanted to be and meet the managers. Because I knew I always wanted to be a manager, so I was like, let me meet the managers. Don't nobody show the managers love, the people who handle the business for the artists. Who really make it work. Let me meet them people. The artist is going to be who y'all can hear the artist. Let me meet my artist is the manager. Right. Let me meet the people behind the scenes.
Hustle one-on-one, people. Humble yourself so you can get in them doors. Like he started from a humble beginning. Now look where he at. And I think a lot of niggas, they try to skip that part. You know what I'm saying? They try to do the cheat code. They try to surpass that part and think they just gonna bubble like that.
See, people think that money do that. Like, like street niggas will get some money and they feel like that's all it take, and it don't. It don't be the money, bro. It be the position. Position is way more powerful than money. Because if you're in a position, like it's all about. That's why that who you know is way more important than what you know or how much you know. Because at the end of the day, like I planted a bunch of good seeds that I'm benefiting from now because I've grown people to be in positions to where I want that young promoter to be the biggest promoter it is, because now I got the access forever, because hopefully that person is humble enough to know, Shamar don't want to put me in the game. So like I'm always sharing information, just planting seeds, and then just putting myself in position to always just be in a mix with what's going on.
And bro, you are in the mix, nigga. You know, fuck this industry. This nigga be football players. This nigga like how do you meet all these people?
Everybody, they all go hand in hand. So athletes want to be entertainers, and entertainers want to be athletes. Like LeBron James, if he tried to rap, he ain't the LeBron James of rap. He just LeBron James that's trying to rap. So, but if your favorite rapper went to go play basketball, so with it all being said, is just that. Like the athletes, they look up to the rappers, and the rappers look up to the athletes to where they all become fans of themselves, and so they all work together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting money, so as long as you're doing good business, it can kind of mix together. Like you know what I'm saying? I'll be having some athletes that want to get involved with the music shit financially, or you have the rappers that want access to the game, so I can hit up a football player that played for the Cowboys to be like, hey, blah, blah, blah in town. He need tickets, and then plug that in. And every time I plug something in, it just make me look better every time. So I just kind of just get to know every round. Restaurant owners,
most definitely.
Owners of this place, owners of that place, because when people come in town, you want to kind of be accommodating to people enough to where they find you resourceful, and they're not gonna go around you because they feel like, when I go to Dallas, that's my plug.
Gotta tap in with him.
Because I know everybody.
It's gonna be smooth.
But I know everybody from the top.
For sure.
And in that, you can make those phone calls that can kind of make stuff happen that other people can't make. That's how, again, positioning. When you position yourself to be the person that they can call on, you're gonna deliver every time. You're gonna win every time.
What you feel about people calling you a gatekeeper?
I don't really believe in that. I feel like I do have influence. I do believe that I have the ability to make a call or do certain things. But when I say gatekeep, I don't never like hold the opportunity back from somebody because I don't really just use it in a negative term. But I do got the juice. I do got the ability. I can turn people up. I've done it my whole life to where I'm effective at what I do. But I'm not a person that blocks people from what they want to do. Like I'm not somebody like if this girl don't want to sleep with me, I'm not gonna not put her in position because of that. Like I'm not using it in that form. It's really like for me, I'm a underdog though, so I'm a fuck with the ones who really usually wouldn't have this type of resource because I believe in them in a position where I wish everybody had a me in their corner.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
You a big puzzle to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. So who was the first person that you put in a position where you say, man, he did it. I helped him get there, like, you know?
So like people don't know like with Dolph, you know, like with Young Dolph. Like Dolph was somebody who you know, to see where like I've been working with Dolph since 2016, right?
Okay.
So like I did that because I did a concert with so I do concerts and stuff too, right? So and that happened because I was managing artists and I couldn't get them no shows. So I was like, fuck it, I'll start doing my own shows.
That's hard,
to give my artists the opportunity to do shows. So I'm getting a network, I'm making the money, and my artists getting the opportunities. I do that to this day. That's hard. But in that space, I did a show with T.I. and 2 Chainz at the Bomb Factory, but but Dolph was managed by Street Execs who managed 2 Chainz, and so from there I was working with a show that I'm doing with Boosie. It was Boosie, Webby, and then we was looking for that third artist. And and back then Boosie Dolph wasn't just the biggest, but he was the hottest in the streets. And from there I reached out. And we booked him, and then from there, the relationship, I just started diving into his music, and I became like a big Dolph fan. And from there, like I just started booking Dolph, and then I put him on a tour, my own tour. So I got a bunch of people to put in a bunch of money, man. We lost a lot of money, but it was a situation through that tour that I set up, and it was a lot. Like I did the Midwest, I did the South. I linked up with Live Nation for somebody. It was like just became this whole whirlwind of like. From my tour, Live Nation was like, man, like you did way more tickets than we thought we was gonna do with Dolph. And then the agent that I used to get me the venues was like, bro, can you introduce me to Dolph? And I made the introduction, and Dolph linked up with him, and from there, shit, he on 30 city tours, he on Rolling Loud, he on all that, and that's something I did because I really like fucked with Dolph, like real like personal, to where it was dope to see. That my belief in him taking him out of the strip clubs and the clubs to like venues started something for him where his whole team was able to now do hard ticket. Now, you know, before Dolph got killed, he was making $100,000 a show. You know what I'm saying? And that came from him being smart enough and realizing, okay, let me put myself in positions to feed my real fans and give them concerts. And then, so, you know, the rest is history. But, yeah, that and, you know, 2G Cash, I got him signed. I did a deal with Kodak Black and Atlantic Records with 2G Cash. But, you know, he stay in trouble. But at the same time, he's a good kid. But it's not his fault, though.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to be real with you. Like, 2G be innocent in all the shit he be doing. But it's just like, you know, I'm older, right? So, but I always preach about people being around the wrong people.
Most definitely. And
then, you know, he didn't have a father figure. So a lot of it came from his needing to be influenced by other people too. So, you know, a lot of the situations he's in is just because of the people he's around more so anything. But you got to take accountability, you know, because he's the one that's been around these folks. But at the same time, you know, I only know the good shit. So that's what I attract to, the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't never condone none of the other rah stuff they be getting into, but I be really just be in this corner of enough for them to really be in a position where they can take care of their kids, or they can put themselves in a position to take care of their families, and hopefully, you know, be a positive influence for them to say, like, man, it ain't work. All the dumb shit. I want to really pursue this gift I got.
No, most definitely. And you are an older guy, so what got you tapped in with the drill side of it? Like, how did you get in with the drill music?
So I'm older, but I feel like in my demographic is like I learned, like we went from no computers to being in the computer world, right? So we the hybrid of it all, to where
right in the middle.
You know, the artist I work with now, Thuka D, he's somebody that, again, another good kid, bro. Like, you know, we have talks outside of the music stuff enough for me to know, like, he really is somebody that I'm rooting for personally, man. But, you know, I don't really look at the danger of it all. I just think that I just try to package it to where, because my nephews and shit love that type of music. So all the kids love it, but at the same time, I just try to package it where it can be safe, like a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you go to the movies and you'll see a movie and it'll be a dope movie, but you don't leave the movie theater trying to kill somebody. So I just try to package it to where it's like the artists, they kind of got a sense of not losing it's like you lose the needing to prove yourself situation to people. It's just that if it come your way, you handle it as it come your way, but don't be no dummy
like clout chasing,
crashing out and clout chasing and talking about people on records and shit. Nah, but if somebody come your way, then you handle your business, but be smart about it. So I just try to add a little wisdom to it to where I don't never try to like take off a person's edge for them to be able to protect themselves, but I definitely don't condone the let's go shoot up somebody's house, let's go do some dumb shit. Like to me, that's dumb. Yeah. But if somebody finna handle put you in a situation where you got to defend yourself, then do that. Be prepared for that. But at the same time, they're making good music and the music is popular right now, and I'm in the business and it's a business.
Why do you feel me personally, I feel like it's a lot of good music out there, right? So why do you feel like this is getting more shine? Us as black folks killing each other, doing crazy shit.
The Jewish dudes are exploiting it. Like the music business people that are exploiting the hardships. I mean, it's been like that forever. Like controversy sells. Like you know what I'm saying? They want to. It's really a big risk for them too. That's why they're not giving like big deals to these type of artists, because they don't feel like they're gonna live long. You know what I'm saying? So they'll give you a little distro deal or something small enough to own the rights to the music you put out, but they don't really believe in it enough to really put the bag behind it in a way that they don't. They know the dangers and the risk in this shit too enough to where they not. It ain't. That's why they like whenever Rainwater was like, yo, these little niggas ain't got no money, is because it ain't no money in it. It's really, it ain't no money in it from like you don't think about a drill artist with a lot of money, like the jewels and all that. That shit don't go with. You don't go with that. Like that shit don't go with the lifestyle of it, because it's really like crashing out and on some just it's temporary. These little niggas ain't making it past 25 sometimes, but damn, bro. At the end of the day, I'm hopefully extending somebody like you got your rarities like the Dirks and the NBA Young Boys and shit that kind of like, but that's because they blew up in it enough to now where they got the money to ride black card, bulletproof, or to surround themselves with homies that they got on payroll that's gonna hold them down. You know what I'm saying? So like, but right now in this phase of being broke, these niggas ain't got no cars and no, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really got nothing going for themselves. So whoever get the money first in this right now, that's gonna be the one that win, because now he's able to move and be on the outskirts of the city or put himself in position to be safe.
Most definitely, because I think the King did it. Sosa, man, big Chief Key, man, he made it. Now you know what I'm saying?
But he got so rich off of it that you see like. He just did his first show in Chicago because he can do that. He can afford to go move to LA. Yeah, most definitely. Get out the way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of niggas can't run from them streets. Yeah. So, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, the ones who dying is the ones that staying put. And they put themselves in position to really live that life. Like, for me, if that's your journey, bro, I don't knock the street nigga who use the street money to get the box trucks or the trucks, bro, but elevate yourself from all that, bro. Don't let that be your reason to be still in the streets. You gotta elevate this shit. And that's why I be trying to put in Thuka to realize, like, bro, I'm involved with real estate. I'm involved with so much other stuff to where, bro, like, y'all gotta take this moment and elevate it, to another level to where now you put yourself in position to take care of y'all kids.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, you had real estate, you had restaurants, restaurants. It's like, what all do you do and how do you balance it all out? Like, how do you do all these
again, I think for me it's all about positioning. So I'm positioning myself to where when you come to Dallas, I got a restaurant, opening up 2 more. I got the real estate. I'm gonna develop that to be
what kind of real estate, housing or just land?
I done houses and stuff, flips and all that kind of stuff. Right. But I got 25 acres of land that I just bought off Camp Wisdom area, like Cliff. So I'm buying back the block in that sense. To where now I'm gonna develop like shopping mall, like a shopping area, a retirement center, just developing it, right? I got 25 acres of prime land that I'm developing an apartment complex, everything on it enough to where now I'm leaving that to my son and my kids eventually. I only got one kid now, but if I have more kids, and I'm just leaving a legacy now. I'm in my legacy phase right now. Definitely. I'm not in my phase of like, because I done all the jewelry stuff and all the flashy stuff. Now I'm in the phase of really like leaving a legacy, like making sure my last name live for a minute.
What would you say to the ones that's stuck in that phase or where they trying to find that income to get them to where they can do things like that? What would you say? Like, what saving tip do you have, or what move? Like,
it's risk. I take risks.
Most definitely.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I had just a good support, but I just think the positioning I was in, I just had a good support system, bro. Like I had people who believed in me, and they was like, man. Every time I turned around, I'm always finding a way to find money. Because I never had my own money, bro. Like I was a nigga who had like a lot of power and positioning. But a lot of the shows I did was people investing into me. So I was smart enough to use other people's money to put me in position sometimes. And sometimes, the show lost and the person have a bad energy towards me because we lost. But at the same time, bro, this is business. Like I think a lot of times I did business the wrong way in the beginning because I never put value into what I do. I was always a person trying to please an investor, but an investor is an investor. Like these dudes will be the same dudes that'll go to the strip club and throw 10, 20,000. But if we lose $2,000, then now you mad on something that done look good, is dope as hell. We done got a crazy network. What's next? But they looking at me crazy because we lost $2,000 or we came up short on what we wanted to make. But you the same nigga that'll go to the club and fuck it up in there, and then you can't make that back. So I just had to switch my business model up to stop dealing with certain type of people and put myself in a position to deal with people who know how to win or lose. And man, I was Malcolm in the middle for a lot of stuff. But again, I was always thankful that the people that I did deal with, they didn't want the light of it all. They was like, man, we just want to put money up and make money. And I made a lot of people a lot of money too. So I ain't saying there's always losses, but I'm saying I had a lot of trials of dealing with, certain people who didn't know how to take a loss or didn't understand it, but they'll take a loss in other areas of life. But in my realm, I was the easiest person to blame. I was the easiest person to be like, blah, blah, blah. But the thing that God always did for me is he always kept me looking good through the losses to where, shit, we might have lost, this show would be packed out. We might have lost $5,000 because of something dealing with something that we couldn't control. But the people had a good time. They don't know the business of it. They just know, hey, man, next time you're doing it. So I built my fan base up to now when I do stuff, we sell out, we make all the money in the world, and then from there we can celebrate. But, for me, the concerts was something that I got into, the real estate stuff I got into. Now I got my own label. So I'm doing a joint venture with a couple labels. I got a couple artists I work with right now. Latrell Deshawn, which I'm excited about. It's like my favorite artist.
I see you pushing.
It's like my favorite nigga. But I got, Joseph. He's amazing too, man. The music that he was recording behind the scenes is like big fan. We got a new single we're about to drop with Big Crit. That's gonna be crazy.
It's hard.
We shot a dope video for that in Atlanta like a couple weeks ago. We did a dope feature with Dave East too, because he's more on some J. Cole lyrical stuff, and he's dope though.
Y'all had Dave East in Glendale.
Yeah, that was my idea, right? So that's where I'm from, right? So we took him to Glendale and we shot a dope video in Glendale. So you know what I'm saying? So I really am a person that really I kind of brought the industry to me. I ain't go chase it. Like I could have easily moved to New York, LA, or Atlanta, and been another industry nigga.
No, for sure.
But the reason why it took so long for me to do it is because I really believed in Dallas. So what everybody seeing now, I've always seen it. But I've always seen it. I've seen it always. That's why that's why I never moved, because I was like, I want to be in the front line, and I'm from here. What better place to, like me? I don't go to Detroit without my Detroit partners know I'm coming. Because it's like I just want to tap in with what's working. I just want to add my flavor to it to make it bigger. I don't want to be bigger than what is going on. I just want to be part of what's going on.
For sure.
And so I think a lot of people, like me, I don't really just be like, oh, I run Dallas, or I'm just a man in Dallas. I just think that, the evidence is there based on how many fingerprints and how many people that can say, oh, bro done did the same thing for me that he did for this person, like as far as growth. I'm into growing people. So Nah, man, I'm just a serial entrepreneur. I'm getting into virtual. I'm just getting into so much because I've always felt like I wanted to be a billionaire growing up. I was like, I want to be a billionaire.
And you got to keep playing. You got my boy Playmaker with you. You got my boy with shit. Y'all working.
So Playmaker has been the curveball to where now my game is even elevated more because of we both see the big picture. Like Playmaker come from LA. Goddamn right. And LA is like that's LA, New York, Atlanta, Miami. Yeah. Give it to Houston a little bit too. Like they it's bigger than us. So Playmaker come out here, because the cost of living is better out here, and thank God for that. But he come out here with the big contacts too. Yeah. He come out here with the big relationships too. He come out here with the formula. He tapped in. Like he be making some calls that I be like, man. Yeah. And he don't ever look for nothing. No. Other than appreciation, but I compensate for my connections, bro. Yeah. That's why I'm saying that's what separates me from other people. You ain't gotta tell me how to pay people. Yeah. Like when I'm thankful for a person, bro, I wanna make sure you got bread in your pocket. So, for me, Playmaker, we doing this thing together where we loyal to each other. And we building this bond where he's helping me with my label to where I'm in position right now to really be. People don't know. Like I say, I should have got even with the Atlantic Records and 2G Cash move, they didn't even celebrate that too much. Dallas don't really celebrate a lot of the big shit that be going on. Like, cause we from here. That shit crazy. And we from out of town doing it here, but they celebrate it all day long. You gotta understand, for my first music venture to be a joint venture with a major label, that's the shit that niggas ain't never heard of. Yeah. So I did a joint venture with Atlantic Records and Kodak Black at that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like with those type of situations, you would think that the respect to be there, and I think the respect is there because people don't ever like try me or play me in a simp way. It's just that we're not celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? We're not really like showing people that it can be done on our own soil. Shit, most definitely. Like, why can't we ain't got to run to Atlanta and Houston and New York and LA? We can bring it here. Yeah, like we're a top 5 media market in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going crazy in Dallas. That's why Texas is that state that you could tour in Texas and still be rich as hell because we got 4 cities that 4 or 5 cities. You can go to El Paso and sell out. Yep. You can go to West Texas and sell out. San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston, Amarillo. Like, you can really tour in this state and make impact to where, again, we one of the largest states. So that's why like Live Nation and AEG love us touring wise. Because they know they're going to hit 4 bags in the city at least. 3 minimum, but if you want to go to West Texas, El Paso, or Amarillo, like you can and still win. Like a motherfucker. Yeah. Well, that's why we got you on the floor to give you your flowers. Let these folks know it is big out here. We got major players. You the first interview I done in a minute, man. Like, when I say that, bro, I just been away from the scene because I just be, I'm like, it's like Batman. I just love being away. I like to see what's going on, but man, I really just enjoy being at home with my son and playing the whipping niggas on Madden. Look at him, look at him, be on that motherfucker playing, doing my Dallas real shit on Call of Duty. Nah, for sure. Well, hey, shout out to my sponsors. This another gamer show, please. Now look, I didn't ask you this. You answer, you don't want to answer, take your little shot. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You understand? Yeah. All right. Damn, one got to go. Good pussy and good head. Oh, good pussy. Good pussy. For sure. You live without that head. For sure. Baby got to have good pussy. Yeah, I understand. God did a good job. when he invented that crevice. Yeah, that fucking nigga. That's it right there. He lost in the sauce. Nah, for sure. Yeah. Damn, one got to go. Bernie Mac or Cat Williams? Man, Cat gotta go. Bernie was just a little bit more me, real authentic. You know what I'm saying? Remind you of one of your backyard uncles when he was in the vibe. Cat Williams is a good character, good guy. But like for me, I feel like Bernie would have been more of a better person, father figure, more sane. No, we grew up on that. One gotta go. Yeah. Damn, one gotta go. Drill music or boogie music? Boogie gotta go. Yeah. I'm not friendly. Like, I mean, I'm like, I'm a nigga that again, like I was a mama's boy and all that, but I really was around some gangsters, dog, to where I don't like too much friendly shit. I don't know. Like I don't like the dance shit too much. I don't know. I just think it'd be corny sometimes, but it's not like I don't enjoy it from the standpoint of like the people who can do it. I don't knock it, but you ain't gonna catch me in a club ever doing nothing more than bobbing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't gonna never catch me. You ain't gonna see Shamar breaking it down. I'm player. For sure. I never got down with the boogie shit, but I be thinking it's cool. I be thinking it's funny. Like the white boy boogie nigga.
He going
bro,
out.
back in the day, I think that shit cool for him.
Going out,
but for me, I'm two-stepping. Ain't what Zero said? That's what you do. But shit, I'm two-stepping.
That's what's up. Would you rather have more time or more money?
More time.
Okay.
More time allow me to make more money. If you got the money and you ain't got no time to spend it, then what? It was all for nothing. Time is worth more than money. That's when I get mad, when a person wastes my time. We'll make money every day. But when you waste my time, bro, you done really wasted it.
Can't get that back.
Nah, it's priceless.
Most definitely.
For sure.
Okay. Which do you prefer? A woman with no car or a woman with no crib?
No crib.
No crib?
Yeah.
Pull up on me.
Come to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say that too, even as an entrepreneur, bro. I give all my entrepreneurs the space to say you really got to put yourself in position to always have communication and transportation.
Most definitely.
You get them two.
Yeah.
You can make the phone calls and make it to the meetings, or make the phone calls and make it to different places, bro. It's communication and transportation.
Most definitely.
Outside of that, it ain't
gonna happen.
you sleep in the car.
Most definitely.
But when you grinding, bro, you gotta keep a phone and keep some calls and keep a wheel on you to get to where you need to go. Outside of that, bro, like you gonna be able to reinvent yourself every time with that.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I get that one. What would you rather have leak? Your camera or your text messages?
My text.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want the camera roll leak?
Nah, I ain't really like no freak ass. I ain't no 6'9" guy. You know what I'm saying? I would say my camera. I'd say my camera because my text be more. My text be more personal. Yeah. So I would say more of my camera because I don't like if a girl has sent me some news and like I'm gonna see the shit and I'm gonna delete it because I don't even want that shit in my phone because I'll pull up the phone and be like, yeah, man, and then I'll be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm more in the space of just my text message.
Text message for sure. I get it. Damn, have you ever had your partner? Damn, have you ever hit your bitch partner? Have you hit your partner bitch?
In high school, man, it was some crazy shit, yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't even like my partner. It was a nigga who was pretending to be, he was hating. So of course that's like the revenge thing you do. The nigga who hating on you, the nigga who talking shit, you try to go after his girl or go after somebody that's close to him enough for him to feel that shit. Yeah. So it was on that. Like I ain't never snaked the homeboy on some shit where I'm envious of the girl he got and that's like my real partner. No. But a nigga who like pretending to be my homie and he hating this shit, of course, we finna try to. That's my way of getting back at you.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't know.
Hit you in the emotions.
Hit you where it hurt.
In the emotions.
Right. Let me see. One gotta go. Sexy Red or Glorilla?
Glorilla for sure.
Glorilla gotta go.
I like Sexy, bro. But I like Sexy from how authentic she was. You know, the thing that with Glorilla, what I didn't like about Glorilla is that I don't care about the whole CMG shit. It's more like, can't nobody ever make me deny the people that I look up to, right? So there's plenty of video, plenty of everything to show Glorilla saying that Dolph was that nigga and that team, like, oh, Dolph. And then I get the move, you know what I'm saying? People rich as fuck right now. And I get the political aspect of things, but like when it come down to it, when they asked her who her top rappers out of Memphis was, and she skipped over Dolph, knowing that that's your number one, and knowing what the situation is, bro. And I get it. She did the right thing because of the position she was in, but I can never be in that position to go against what I believe in, bro. So like to me, the money and shit is cool, the fame and shit was all. They almost tried to write her off, but she came back swinging with some new records. But I just can never go against the truth, and I don't know. Like for me, Like I tell everybody to this day, before Dolph died, I sneak and listen to a Yo Gotti song, like a song called 81 by Yo Gotti.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with them songs, but I ain't publicly blasted it. I'll still listen to them shits, but at the same time, like, you know, like I could never go against my truth. And I think that she did that in order to, you know, to win, and she's winning. Yeah. But at the same time, that's a small thing for me to be like, I can never go against what's real to me.
No, for sure. I respect it. I respect it. We gotta go. Instagram or Snapchat?
Snap is already gone.
It's already deceased.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got this call. Why do we even see
Snap is already gone for me. You know, Snap, it ain't authentic. That's the freaky app.
Freaky app. That's all it is. That's all it is.
That's the app where, you know, you want to be sneaky or some shit. Yeah, nah, man. Like, for me, you know, Instagram is Instagram is really like my platform. I fuck with that.
That's where you get paid.
That's where I get seen. For sure.
Goddamn right. Damn. One gotta go. Yo got a Young Dolph, man.
I mean, you know, I got the man tatted right here for sure. So when I say, but it, you know, for me, man, it's all unfortunate, bro. When I say that, you know, again, I come from a political place. I'm loyal. Of course, you know, Dolph was one of the greatest humans to ever walk Earth. I say that to say, you know, I was able to be around him for at least, you know, 5 years of being around him and being around the whole movement of it all. Enough to understand the blow that hit. You know, like when he died, like I kind of slowed down with the music stuff too because it stopped becoming fun because of the realization of somebody that close to you can die. But I'll say, you know, I don't wish it on Yo Gotti either though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see what happened with his brother, right? In the sense of, you know, people dying behind this shit. And I think that if they could take it all back, I feel like everybody take it all back. I feel like Gotti, through all the losses that he's had just recently and through the stuff that's going on with everybody not being able to really enjoy the blessings of this lifestyle, I feel like if they can rewind time, they would. Yeah. They wouldn't kill Dolph because they like, damn, we can't even enjoy this shit no more.
And got Memphis split.
Yeah, but it's been split, but it's like, it was split on some get money split shit. It wasn't split on some up in the scoreboard type shit. Now it's, y'all took out the king of his world, right? So now y'all didn't realize that Dolph was raising other young kings to now where everybody got their pockets. Like you got Kenny Money who got his crew. So it's like Dolph had the streets because he was feeding the streets. He wasn't no industry nigga. He was a nigga who was really like blazing a trail to show niggas how to do it. And then he giving back to the streets. He put all his partners on enough for them to now, they ain't gonna forget that, man. So now you see what's going on with everything being unfortunate because they gotta get that get back, right? That's what it's called in the street. They gotta get that get back, but at the same time, man, none of this shit can bring back Dolph, and that's the most unfortunate thing in the world that you know, we no longer have that man here. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't care how many people they kill over there, bro. That one loss kind of like took the air out of the room for myself to where, you know, Yo Gotti dying or his brother dying and all these people dying ain't gonna make none of this shit better. So I don't wish it on nobody enough to say, like, I still got some, like, I mean, you know, I like Big Boogie. I like ESTG. I like what they was doing. But it's just like, man, once you do some shit like that, I mean, I ain't even pinpointed. Everybody know that that's the only thing that could be. Because I don't know the details to know who did what and who called what. For sure. But I just know that, you know, Dolph was another Nipsey Hussle, was another person who he should still be here. So in that being said, like, Dolph was making the biggest impact. I feel like the person making the impact should still be here.
Most definitely. Long live Dolph, man.
Man, forever.
Well, hey, shout out to my sponsors. That was another game of Show Please. Yeah. Man, you got Boosie come back down here. You got some things going with my boy, man. What's up? What y'all?
So you know, I've been, you know, just, again, you know, I disappeared for a little bit enough to just let the city play itself out, and you know, unfortunately, Boosie ain't been here in 5 years, but he's coming back.
That's what's up.
August 16th.
August 16th. Y'all saved the date, man. For sure.
You know, me and my boy, we came together to do something big. At first, I was just doing Boosie. I was gonna do him in Deep Ellum, and then I was like, nah, we gotta give them Boosie and Webby together.
It's gonna be hard.
So we giving them Boosie and Webby together.
It's gonna be hard.
And I'm like, and then my other boy was like, bro. Now, first off, the venues started hating on me too.
Oh yeah.
They weren't returning my like a lot of these venues, they was not calling me back. Mm-hmm. And from that standpoint, I'm like, bet I got to go bigger. Mm-hmm. So when things fell out with Bomb Factory because of some politics stuff, I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna take it to Toyota. I'm gonna just add 2 more, probably like a Sexy Red to it.
Most definitely.
And then Sexy Red blew up so much to where she now going on tour. So now it calls me. I'm like, bet. So when I get discouraged, I go bigger. Mm-hmm. So now we going bigger, and now we got some shit that people gonna talk about.
What's bigger, fool? What you got going, B?
It's just, it's American Airlines Dickies Arena big.
Ooh, not American Airlines.
It's Dickies Arena. I'm just saying it's arena big.
It's arena big.
Yeah, we arena big. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, we got a nice little show we put together for the people that we're going to announce in the next couple of days. I don't know how soon this will be out, but we're going to announce it in the next couple of days to where, yeah, man, I got relationships with the baby. That's my boy. Hard. I did a lot of stuff with the baby, too.
Baby hard.
Boosie, Webby, you might see Jeezy there.
Shit.
I don't know. You might see a lot of people there.
It's gonna be a festival.
It's gonna be. Hey, I don't feel like it's gonna be a state of emergency.
Goddamn right.
It's gonna be a state of emergency, man. And one thing I do too is the people that we have coming, I want them to tap in with people like y'all.
Man, please.
I definitely think we should set something up to where you can ask some of these questions to them.
Let's do it, please.
I'm being that honest, bro.
Oh, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
It's Big Shamar on the show, and we gotta go. We gonna holler at you folks.
Let's get it.
Ooh. Appreciate you, Big.
I'm being serious.
I'm being serious. I'm done.